Alright, I can't find the date of the replay, but Cyrus thinks that it's okay to say unkind things about people on stream, and he's using this replay to justify um, him saying some pretty nasty, well, annoying, aggravating shit about me. And I thought I'd call him out for it, but I can't really figure out exactly when this replay happened. But I'm assuming, I don't remember exactly what he said, but I'm assuming, this is justification of him saying that I'm shit or something, or that he can beat me in lane, or something stupid and irrelevant that has nothing to do with his behavior. So this is nice. Everyone's going mid except for our diagonal. So far, Banana Boy is AFK. We have another laner here, I would assume. I'm just gonna assume that this guy's gonna... I'm going to guess that this guy is going to lane, which is gonna make things really difficult for us to maintain control of middle. So in this situation, I don't want to start making predictions about this, but I'm like, this guy's AFK, this guy's AFK. Our diagonal, this guy isn't playing, has a lower elo, and he's probably going to continue not playing. This guy's AFK, so I can kind of reasonably assume that he's probably just going to resort to laning. What's going to end up happening is we're going to get pushed out of mid, and this guy's going to relentlessly lane, which is going to prevent us from being in mid. This is pretty decent so far. Doesn't look like we're overextending or trying to take fights. This is pretty old. I've learned a lot since this game. I don't know how old it is, but it's at least a month old. I haven't played with Probert in over a month, I think. I don't even remember the last time I've seen Zeteo or Banana Boy play. Or Cyrus, for that matter. So our diagonal is trying to trade with us to push us out of mid. Nate the Great. Let's just watch. I'm not all about this. Already, this is basically... Okay, this guy is laning. This guy is laning. The only team that is being able to fight for mid without any trouble is top right, because there's laning going on here and there's laning going on here, and our diagonal has traded with us before we've secured mid. So this actually looks really good for us, though. We're trying to take advantage. Here we are. We're trading with our diagonal right now, when we don't have control of mid. This is going to be very difficult, or very annoying for us. We're going to have to cut off of this or break off of this and cut purple, but we've overextended. So this is going to push us out of mid. We probably we've lost more supply than we need to. Although, what happened to all of Cyrus's money? Or all of Cyrus's supply? He's overextended, so I follow him out. And then he's trying to fight into mid without vision. So it's pretty good. But purple wants to... I mean, red's doing a... Roberto should not be attacking our diagonal. Now, he should be... ideally, he should be cutting. He's not, though. Purple's gonna get away because red didn't take this opportunity to get behind him. Now Cyrus is just gonna lane. Mid is free and open for him, but he even could have followed us over to make this more difficult, but he did not. So this is definitely going to be a fight between us and top right. But I mean, blue is laning, green isn't taking the opportunity to take mid. So this is pretty cut and dry. We should go for mid. Roberto loses like 10 supply for not checking on mid. I wonder if there was a better way to do this, to catch him for this. Purple's wondering if his diagonal isn't playing. Pretty reasonable, but he's doing a lot worse than Cyrus is. Just in fundamentals. Cyrus is gonna pull out his nuke. So he's already used up an endgame resource here. Looks like they've decided not to trade. He's decided not to trade with his diagonal at the moment, which is okay. This would be a good opportunity since he did nuke that he can probably trade with his diagonal for a second. He's not going to get much money out of this. This is a waste of time for him. He could be supporting his ally. This would have been a really sick cut. Blue could have really punished Zeteo for not being in mid and getting a sick cut on this guy. This is going to end up being an even trade. Cyrus has basically wasted his time doing this. The supply's about to even out. He nuked early and didn't really capitalize it. When you cut all that supply out, you can go trade elsewhere, or you can go, I guess, stand around that team's base and not get any kills. I don't know. Purple's just gonna lane the entire game. It's looking like. So that guarantees that at all times we're gonna have at least one guy on us. And if our diagonal is not helping us, it's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass, especially if we're not at least taking this space, whatever space we can, just set up cuts. It's gonna be real difficult for us. Roberto's overextending here. He shouldn't be anywhere. You should never be chasing anyone down. If they're backing off, you're going mid, or you're assisting your ally to kick them out of your resupply to get you to mid. Cyrus is going back to mid. That's actually a really great idea. Roberto's really fucking me over right now. He should be over here rather than chasing down a guy getting 0 kills or advantage over anyone. That was kind of dumb of me. I should have poked in and checked first. This is kind of dumb of Cyrus. He's just poking, and then he's going to back off, and he's going to get nothing out of it. He might lure us to mid. But while this is happening, like now he's in mid, that's good for him again. If Probert attacks right here, that's going to be a full wipe of the army. It's not even close. He had a pretty easy cut there, a sick concave, but he elects to just barrel straight at purple, and purple gets away. Meanwhile, green is camping mid. I can't do shit. I'm asking Proberto where is he at. Pretty reasonable question. What's going over on this side? Nate the Great. Haven't paid too close attention to what's going on here. Seems pretty even. I think Banana Boy's score is kind of inflated since the fight is on his side. Meanwhile, Cyrus is able to bully me because my ally is laning. Not really helping me at all. I'm checking mid. This is good. We can clap Cyrus here. Pretty easily because Dr. Frag is just laning. Not fighting for mid. Now we're fighting for mid. We should be able to kick Cyrus out. Yeah. Easy. Now this time I was really hard against or really against fighting your diagonal under any circumstance. So I might not have done that here. At this point it's just like, this is a waste of time. I'm chasing him. I'm gonna have to back off. I'm taking a 2v1. It's a bad trade. We don't have any positioning on mid. Red should cut purple. Red should cut purple. He's not cutting purple. Cyrus is laning. We need to decide to attack one team. We did not. Both get away. Here's a pretty sick cut I can get. I'm not going deep enough, and my ally is sticking on to fights that are not nearly advantageous enough for him to justify losing the supply. This is stupid. I should have stuck around. I just fed my allies. I just fed red to purple quite a bit. Even though he won, it could have been a much better thing. I'm murking. Cyrus is laning. We're not sticking the mid much. So, in a situation like this, me and Probert should probably both be at 13k right now. Like, if one team is dominating mid, they're always going to be first place, and the teammates will be about even score, and then it should look like this. And then it'd be the, like, if you kind of like look at it, normally, let's just say this, I would say that in a match this should be like 13k 600 or something like that, 13k 900, and then this would be like 900, and these guys are just really far off. This is pretty even. So we're not taking full advantage of the mid advantage that we've been having. And like, both me and Probert were playing this wrong. This should be pushing towards mid every time he's meeting purple. I've got my mercs. I'm trading with my diagonal right now. This should be... This is awful. Probert's in a remote spot. I'm in mid. My resupply is getting attacked. It's a good thing I didn't take that engagement because it would have really sucked for me. My ally's nowhere to be seen. This is a really terrible concave. And I took the fight out of mid. I let myself get pulled out. Now all of a sudden, Banana Boy... Like, this is weird. Why all of a sudden is this allowed to happen? Well, I lost my army to a terrible fucking concave. And my ally lost his army to laning. So this is going to get cancelled. Or we're going to be forced to nuke. Either way, my ally didn't mark his bunker, so he's not going to be able to reasonably defend this. No shield tower, no merc. Gonna get cancelled. When we're in a bad situation. We weren't controlling mid. The only time you should put down a bunker is when you're controlling mid, so that you can prevent vision. So this is pretty awful. And then all of a sudden, like, pink isn't playing. We're getting 3v2'd right now. Dude threw a turret. 3rd place. Threw a turret to kill someone who... I mean, like, I don't see how you can justify this. No one's in any far lead. But it's pretty obvious, like, you have the bad diagonal. It's either you're gonna die first, or they're gonna die first. And, like, normally this is the worst. This is probably the worst team. Yeah, this is definitely the worst team. Zateo's good. Banana Boy is, like... His units are idling. He doesn't know how to control his army yet. My ally didn't mark his bunker. He tried to lane and it didn't work out for him. He let my army get eat up. He let his army get eat up. I mean, I could have played that better, for sure, but with no diagonal to help us, I don't know. Cyrus wastes a turret. He's down a nuke. I'm probably trying to get my nuke out. I don't know how much ping this game has. It's pretty likely I'm never going to get a nuke out because you can just target down the SCV, and if the ping is greater than 0, which the ping is greater than 0, it's possible that it's literally impossible for me to nuke. So I die with my nuke in hand. My diagonal is just now doing something. Zateo's been sitting there too. While all this is happening, they're just chilling. Everyone sees the opportunity and they jump on it. We didn't build a shield tower. We didn't both merc. We got both of ourselves caught. I had a bad engagement. Proberto was laning. I mean, how do you expect not to die here? So I would say this match probably happened like 2 or 3 months ago. At least one. I haven't been playing with Proberto because I was trying to get him to do the one bunk tank build with me, but he kept coming up with new ways to do it. It wasn't really working out for him or for us, so I said, you know what, I'm done. But this is more of a case of don't lane. My ally put me in multiple terrible positions that were kind of unplayable. So yeah, I die within 7 minutes. Cyrus is in first place, is down a nuke. See how it plays out. Oh, this, you know, this is a long time ago when teams are not going rods. So bottom left helps, top right, I don't know. Like obviously top right pulls ahead from that situation, right? Well, it wasn't really obvious. They ended up getting the bunker kills. Cyrus is down a nuke. Has a strong diagonal. And then they monopolize mid, I guess, is what's happening, and they just win because Zateo is they're I don't know, he's just arguing. Oh, look at that. The banana boy's intentionally feeding, look at that. So I would say the main things was Cyrus was stupid and wasted his nuke. And if these people were competent, he wouldn't have gotten away with it. They're not competent. And this was like, this is at least 2 or 3 months ago, man. Like, a lot of this stuff you wouldn't see happen in a pub, even. At least with these players. I just feel like people don't both go Reapers, at least I'd hope not. And they don't do it when they play with me. I don't know. There's a few things we could have played better. But in conclusion, does this justify I guess I'm speaking to myself in this as well. Does this justify taking a shared public platform and basically calling people names? Does this justify it? A game that happened 2 to 3 months ago where I've improved and I've stopped playing with this guy. I'm sure Probert's improved as well, but I got frustrated with him. I stopped seeking him out as a teammate. And there's things I could have played better. Or ways I could have played better. But another thing is what happened had nothing to do with my build. And I didn't even look at my upgrades. I play this shit way different now. Because I've learned a ton since then. But the point I'm getting at is I don't see Cyrus play anymore. And I'm fully capable of beating him in the game, and I've done it. And I see my ally in this game as being a major handicap. And he did some things that were objectively wrong, like throwing turrets to try to kill someone. Trying to get yourself cut off by laning. But he got away with it because our diagonal was absent. And then proceeds to intentionally feed. And then he acts like this is like, look at this. This is the zone control community. Here's two people intentionally feeding in the same game. Who even knows what the hell they're talking about in all chat? But this is justification, guys, for going on a stream and saying unkind things about other people. This is how he justifies it, this match. Okay. I'm done.